Alright, hey guys, it's Luke and welcome back to my channel, and today for you I have another Earth Machine video, and don't worry, the Crystron video that one person asked for is coming. It's just not going to be right now. You see, I had an interesting duel today, and I thought I wanted to show it to you all. So you see, I played an unlikely close match against Speedroids today, and I just wanted to show you guys how it ended up. So, my opponent is, like I said, is playing Speedroids. I'm playing Earth Machine. I'm experimenting with a couple new builds of it just to see like the ratios and what's good and what's not. So keep that in mind. But without further ado, let's begin. So, rock paper scissors. We also talked quite a bit during this. So I win the rock, paper, scissors, which I never do because I always go scissors. It's kind of my thing. So I choose to go first, obviously. And opening hand is interesting. So we have Ice Dragon's Prison, Machina Citadel, Urgent Schedule, Heavy Forward, and Infinitract Harvester. This is interesting because I technically could bait with the Heavy Forward and then use the Infinitract Harvester for the actual search. But what I soon realized after summoning the Harvester is that he doesn't have anything. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go start playing then. And apparently he also knows the Earth Machine as well. So we add Dozer, activate Dozer effect, summon Trencher, Xyz summon for Stormer. Stormer effect is going to activate here. We're going to add the Bullet Train from deck to hand. We're going to special summon the Bullet Train. We're going to link that off the Stormer for a Infinitrack Goliath. This is one of the best cards in the deck. And then we're going to link those two off for a Ancient Gear Ballista. Ancient Gear Ballista is going to add Ancient Gear Box. Then we're going to activate Ancient Gear Box to add Infinitrack Tunneler to hand. Then we're going to tribute that Ballista for Tunneler. Then we're going to link off the Tunneler for a Goliath. Then we're going to activate Trencher effect, summon out the Harvester. Then we're going to link that off for another Goliath. Then we're going to link those two off in order for to link someone to double-headed Anger Knuckle. Then we're going to activate Tunneler effect in order to shuffle the 4 links and the Brutal Dozer from our graveyard into our deck and draw 2 cards. I was like, oh, those are interesting draws. So we're going to activate this. We're going to go for the Super Dora play. You're going to activate the Anger Knuckle, pitch the Citadel, summon the Bullet, then activate Derek Crane to special summon itself. Then we're going to go into Super Dora, set 2 cards, face down, and pass the turn. So, for turn, he's going to start off like a darling. Well, that sucks. Okay, so I was like, I can still play with this. So then he's going to summon his Primitive Butterfly. Then he'll have a Wind for Car Turbo, so he's going to special summon that since he controls a Wind monster. He's going to Synchro 8 into High Speedroid Kite Drake. And the first time was the first time I ever read this card. I was like, oh no, this is bad. So if this card is Synchro Summon, you can activate one of these effects. Destroy all other cards on the field. Negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls. And then if it's sent to the graveyard by an opponent card, you can add Speedroid monster from deck to hand. I read this and I was like, oh gosh, this isn't good. So, of course, he's going to activate his effect to destroy all cards. So I chain Ice Dragon's Prison to take the car and then banish the car and the Drake, and then everything goes to the graveyard. Then I can activate Urgent Schedule's effect since it was destroyed to add a Super Express Bullet Train to hand. My opponent is then going to set 2 cards face down, go to end phase. Then we can activate the bullet that was sent off of the Tributing for Gardorla over the Dora to add the Harvester. Then we're going to activate on our main phase 1, we're going to activate Heavy Forward to add a second Dozer from deck to hand. Then we're going to normal summon the Harvester to add the third Dozer, because why not? Then we're going to tribute off that Harvester for Dozer, and we're going to activate Dozer, summon out the Trencher, then we're going to link off those 2 for 2 Goliaths, because Goliath is good fodder for Tunneler, and it's also just good fodder for other stuff anyway. So then we're going to special summon the Super Express Bullet Train, then we're going to activate River Stormer, and then we're going to activate Goliath. We're going to put them up. We're going to put that over onto the Stormer as an overlay, which he's going to activate Forbidden Droplets. Said Forbidden Droplets. Yeah, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. But he negated the Stormer, so that was kind of bad. So I just activated Trench here to summon the Harvester, and then I tributed off the Stormer for a Anger Knuckle, and I just tagged for damage because there wasn't really anything I could do. Um, like I had a couple dozers in hand and I had box, but I couldn't do anything. So I just set the overdrive and I passed. And for turn, he draws Lightning Storm to destroy all attack position monsters. I keep forgetting it's not Raigeki, it's actually technically Mirror Force, if anything. So, since Earth Machine was destroyed, I could special summon Citadel. And then since I activated a monster effect, he could activate the triple tactics talent that he had in his hand to draw 2 cards. Broken. Except, it was nothing, so we win. So, game 2, everybody, game 2. And I believe I cited in a couple Cosmic Cyclones because I didn't realize. I didn't know if like he was going to be like Forbidden Droplets again, like he set the Forbidden Droplets like last time. So what I ended up doing was I just cited in a couple Cyclones for Forbidden Droplets and any of the trap cards that I may not know. And it was an interesting side, I'm not going to lie. But we're going to see how it goes. So he has no halts again, so we're going to add a Dozer from deck to hand off of the Metal Cruncher, and then we're going to special summon that Dozer. We're going to trigger the Dozer effect in order to special summon the Trencher. And then we're going to overlay for River Stormer effect. We're going to detach the Trencher to add from deck to hand a Bullet Train. Then we're going to special summon the Bullet Train, then link off the Stormer for a Goliath. And then we're going to link off those two for Ancient Gear Ballista. Ballista effect, add Box. And Box effect, add Tunneler. Then we're going to trigger out the Ballista for the Tunneler, and then we're going to link out the Tunneler for a Goliath, and then we're going to activate the effect of Trencher to summon out the Brutal Dozer, tribute out the Brutal Dozer to link summon a Goliath, and link off 2 Goliaths. 4 double-headed Anger Knuckle. Then we're going to activate a Tunneler to shuffle up back the 4 links in the Dozer like normal. We're going to shuffle, draw 2 cards. It was like, oh, those are interesting draws. I'm going to activate Reinforcement, Redeployment. Get off the Harvester to add Fortress and Citadel. We're going to send Citadel to summon the Fortress. Remember, this is not activate, so no Mechaba or anything like that. We're going to set 3 pass. For return, he's going to start off by activating Primitive Butterfly. Then he's going to special summon Card Turbo. Then he's going to link off into, well, not link off, he's going to synchro off into Kite Drake. And then I'm going to Forbidden Droplets. That is going to end up crashing into the Anger Knuckle, to which then he activates Kite Drake to the effect to add a Marble Machine from deck to hand. Then he's going to activate Terror Top in his hand to special summon. Then he's going to add Takatomborg. You remember this combo? So he's going to special summon the Takatomborg and then activate Tomborg effect in order to special summon Speedroid Den Daiko Duke. And then it's going to normal summon the Marble Machine effect, add Rubber Band Plane. Then he's going to synchro summon out into Hagoita, High Speed Hagoita, and then he's going to activate the Den Daiko Duke in order to special summon the Car Turbo. And then he's going to use those for a link summon into the Rubber Band Shooter. And I was thinking here on the summon, because I'm like, an extra normal summon isn't good, so we're going to just banish that in the Kite Drake, because why not? So I didn't want him getting that back. And so then he just activates the Goita to special summon it, since he controls the tuner. Oh, by the way, it does not banish itself and leaves the field broken. He's going to synchro those off into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon and pass. So we're going to activate forward here. We're going to add Harvester. Summon Harvester. He lets that go through. Add Dozer. Tribute off for Dozer. Dozer effect, he's going to negate that. And here it was like, well, shoot. Okay. So, going to activate Knuckle. And I realized that I could have done something better here. If I had just sent the Fortress, I believe it was. It was like, what, something. Yeah, it was like, I believe it was like send the Fortress in my hand, summon him, activate Stormer, tributing him off, and then we're going to special summon the Stormer, and then I was going to activate Heavy Forward, but it was already too late, and I realized it afterwards. I'm like, oh wait, I could have done that, but you live, you learn. So there really wasn't much I could do, so I had to ram into the Crystal Wing into which I'm going to take 4,900 damage here, and then special summon the Citadel, since the Darth Machine was destroyed, and then we're going to attack for 4,500 and pass. And here's the interesting thing. He's going to activate Ancient Warriors Loyal Guan Yun. And, hello, Pankratops. Going to special summon that, and then he's going to activate it to destroy my Citadel. And I was like, might as well. And so then he activated Lightning Storm to destroy the bait Cosmic Cyclone. Then he activated Reasoning in Speedroid Wind. I didn't know exactly what to call here, so I went with the safest bet and called 3. And it ended up being a Win the Wind Channeler. And then since a monster was special summoned, he can special the Rubber Band plane and then activate the effect to lower the attack of my Anger Knuckle by 600 points. It actually ended up mattering in the situation, sort of. So he's going to then activate Triple Tactics Talent to draw 2 cards, then activate Recovery. Then he's going to activate Terror Top. They summon off of Recovery to add Double Yo-Yo, and then he's going to activate Car Turbo in order to special summon it since he controls a win. Then he's going to activate Hagoita, and he has game on the board right now, but he keeps going until I decided, might as well. So we summon off the Anger Knuckle, we summon the Bullet Train, then he's going to use those two for a Battle Lost Hammer the Conquering Bow. Hashtag Battle Lost Best Deck. So then he's going to link summon into a Rubber Band Shooter. He's going to activate the effect, realize that he banished the wrong Synchro monster. He's instead banished the right Synchro monster. He's going to add Takatomborg, 2 hands, send the Den Den Daikodan to the graveyard. He's going to banish it, summon the card Turbo, synchro those off for Kite Drake. Not going to activate Kite Drake effect, though. He's going to use Rubber Band Shooter to normal Double Yo-Yo, summon the card Turbo, then synchro those off into Wind Pegasus, add Ignister. Then he's going to summon out the Takatomborg, use Takatomborg, summon the Red-Eyed Dice, and then use those 2 for Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And he's going to run into that. We're going to activate Citadel, he chains Crystal Wing, and I concede. So game 3, everybody. Game 3 against Speedroids. They aren't that horrible, I guess, when you get the right hands. So main one, we're going to normal summon the Metal Cruncher, activate Metal Cruncher effect. He has no halt, so we're going to add either Dozer, Dozer, Dozer. Remember, guys, it's completely random. They're going to use the Machina Metal Cruncher for a Dozer, Dozer effect, summon the Trencher. Say, you know the plagues. You summon Stormer, activate that, attach the Trenchers, add Bullet, summon itself, then link off for Goliath, and then link those 2 off for Ancient Gear Ballista effect, add the box, and then box effect, add Tunneler, and then we're going to tribute off the Ballista for the Tunneler, and then we're going to use the Tunneler for a link summon into Goliath, and then we're going to activate Trencher and Graveyard to summon the Tunneler, and then we're going to link those 2 off after using the Tunneler for Goliath into a Anger Knuckle. I almost forgot to do that. And then we're going to use the Tunneler to shuffle back the 4 links, and then the Metal Cruncher this time. I'm going to draw 2 cards, and I was like, that's not really good. I didn't draw any traps, so I'm going to set all 3 cards face down. I was like, I'm going to have to use that as bait. So we activate Anger Knuckle. We finally get the Citadel in the graveyard, so we can summon the Bullet Train. Going to add Card Turbo to hand off of the Marvel Machine that is going to synchro summon to Kite Drake. Kite Drake effect is going to destroy everything, and then he realizes that all 3 were baits, and I just have the Citadel. He's going to activate TTT. He's going to activate Takatomborg in order to special summon it. He's going to activate Takatomborg in order to special summon a Den Den Daikodan. And then he activates Godarla, tributing off the Citadel, summon it to our field, and then he realizes that he really shouldn't link, so he just ends up attacking, and I end up taking 13 here, and I was like, okay, this isn't horrible. He sets 1 passes, and I was like, that's kind of scary. I need to find a way to get rid of that, so I normal summon the Harvester, activate Harvester effect to add Anchor Drill, since I already had Dozer. They're going to special summon the Bullet Train, then we're going to use the Harvester for a Goliath, and then we're going to use the River Stormer effect to attach the Goliath after summoning it, then activate Stormer, and what I thought it was Forbidden Droplets, and guess what? It was Forbidden Droplets. See, if I summon Brutal Dozer there, and he droplet me, I probably would have lost. So I needed to play around it. So I realized that River Stormer is basically Brutal Dozer, but a little bit better because I could add Derek Crane off of it and then go into a Gustav Max and then a Lieb. And so I needed to do that in order to actually win the game. And so I realized that, oh, hey, Stormer's actually really good as a bait. So I used it as a bait and it ended up working. So he's going to negate that, and then I'm going to use that for Dozer. Then Dozer effect summon Trencher, and then we're going to use the Knuckle, send the Drill, summon it, then Goliath, and then we're going to use Trencher to summon Anchor Drill, then Anchor Drill effect, summon the Metal Cruncher effect. We need Derek Crane, and we have one in deck, 33% chance, and we hit it! We summon the Ballista, then we activate Derek Crane to summon itself, and then we activate the effect of Anchor Drill to summon it, and then we're popping the Kite Drake, and then the Kite Drake is going to activate, but it doesn't matter. We're going to overlay these two in order for Gustav Max, and then we're going to overlay those two for a Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, not Super Door, Juggernaut Leave, Tack for game! And he shows his hand, and he had stuff he could have done. If we did not win there, we probably would have lost. That was a close game. So anyway, with that being said, I like Earth Machine. I'm going to keep doing videos on it, but I do have other videos that I'm planning in the future. So with that being said, look forward to that. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Digital Duke, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.